importance as the beautiful drama. I'm not sure what Dr. Mark's from. Raj, where are you? Okay, I think we should ask Raj to come out. Explain a little bit about what you do. You travel all around the country, go to South and all around the world, South Africa, Viator, Asia,
Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for being here and supporting our artists in our movement. They are sort of an underrated group. I don't know if you're aware of that. But we can definitely do a little bit more. And so we appreciate when you come. Okay, so what do I do? Well, my name is Dr. Mark, it says here. Someone had translated this to me. Bhakti Marg means the walking monk. So that's why it's there. Anyway, everybody gave the name. Okay, so I do a lot of travels. Swamis are supposed to do that. I go to different continents to attend festivals. And there, I know that in Charabha, we do dramas in Mayapur every year. And this year we have the good fortune to bring some very good actors from South Africa that I've worked with for 20 years. Of course, there's a turnover. Some of our actors get married and they have babies, so they're not able to do all this stuff yet. So before you get married, come on, I'll get your name, register, we'll get you engaged. So those are some of the things we do. The long walks are about getting in touch with people, reaching out, encouraging them to get to the spiritual side of life. And in the process, we go to yoga studios, temples, and Christian churches as well, and schools. We've had a lot of success at schools, like in the very quiet part of the country, the Midwest or the prairies that is in Canada. 12th grades. I traveled with a support guide that looks a little bit like a pirate, and he was also carrying his pet, a blue-front Amazon parrot that talked. So we were a real sensation in all these little towns, which are very conservative, like Mennonites, Hutterites, Amish people, and they were very accepting of us. And the teachers and principals were saying, we like that you're coming through these remote areas because we're trying very hard to get our children to get away from the devices and to just realize that there's a big, beautiful world out there. So that's one of the reasons. And they also like the fact that we're moving around, and the world is a big place. So that was a real, let's say, achievement for us to get into the schools. And what they were doing is the principal would give the order that, okay, empty out all the rooms, come to the gymnasium, grade 1 to 12, and you're going to see the walking monk, a pirate, and a parrot. And we'd spend like an hour, a half hour with all those kids, and they would be, sometimes the parrot just stole the show, I'm going to be honest with you. But it was such a thrill for them, and it made me very satisfied, the fact that we could go into the schools. One principal said, now, don't mention the word yoga, because I'll never hear the end of it. Parents will call me, and there'll be no end of it. So it was like that. We had to be careful about our choice of words. They didn't mind for me to say, I'm a Hare Krishna monk. Monks travel, they meet people, like on that level. And it was fun, just to be able to do that and get into places where we normally don't. In Canada, we had lots of success with yoga studios, right from the East Coast to the West Coast. In America, we have so much success with the Patel motels. Like, how do you house, a monk and a pirate and a bird? So the Patels were very good, not only at giving us accommodation, but also, So, well, we will cook also for you, Swamiji. That's the mood, that's the hospitality. It's so nice. And that was our experience. A lot of the walking did some damage. I did, it cut into my knees, and I had to get new knees and throw out the old ones. But we're walking some small countries. I didn't even tell Harney here because we're in the same community, but I already started my 5th walk across Canada. 10 kilometers. I like to do it in small, short sections. I can't push myself too hard because I'm 72. Will be in a few days. And also we started walking Suriname, which is right next to Guyana. Anybody from Suriname? Okay, it's a really interesting place. But all these ground folks, they'll speak Dutch. It's like another planet. And so we did some kilometers there. I'll be visiting every year, and every year that I go there, I'll just add from where I left off, do a few more kilometers like that. So it's fun. Walking is great. We were talking to Sanat Mahaprabhu yesterday. He did a wonderful presentation about how to de-stress. And I think that everyone should walk through the trees every day. Like every day, go for a forest bath. And also if you can swim in a lot of places in Canada and the US, we have lakes. I'm a Great Lakes kid. And you can, any direction there were lakes. Little ones, big ones, get out there. We have, wherever I travel, we spend time with the young folks. And the whole temple kind of closes down, and we just go to the beach. Just go to the beach and have kirtan there, have prasadam there, and bond with each other. We have this program called Hare Ball. And so we bring a volleyball, and we just get everybody in a circle in the water. And I'm just so crazy about it. It works. It's magic. It's anywhere from 5 to 25 to 35 people all get involved. And the ball is Krishna, and you can't let him get wet. Okay? So you have to volley him up, and everyone can count to get to 108. And it gets so addictive, nobody wants to leave the water. And anybody who fouls up and misses or something, they get splashed on to death. It's so much fun, and we end up being just like kids. And that's one thing that adults need to do a little bit more. Just be like kids. What do you think? Yeah. Good. So families come, and like everybody, we just get into it. And I just look forward to the summer for that. We went in Thunder Bay. Lake Superior is one of the coldest lakes in the world. But in some of the bays, it's warm enough, and it's pristine clean, and you got to get out in nature. And I realized some of the shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita where Krishna says, I'm the taste, I'm the water, I'm the moon, I'm the sun, I'm this and that, the earth, the fragrance of the earth, etc., etc. So you got to get out. And one thing that really hurts people, I think, is that we live in a concrete world, and devotees sometimes don't even believe in pets. I think that's very wrong. A lot of people spend a lot of money for therapy just to spend time with the animals and pet them and be with them. They're a lot easier to deal with than human beings. So those are some of the things we do. And we also have written a lot of poetry during the COVID time, so we have a book on poems if you're interested in that. And that's about it. And once in a while we do kirtan, and we love kirtan, and we love to do yoga, dance. We do that practically everywhere we go. We get everyone to dance, and simple steps. And it's another thing we don't do very often, right? Most of us this is the most we get out of, a device. This is the greatest movement, just like this. You just keep going like that, right? It's not real exercise, right? It really isn't. Okay, great. So are we all ready?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. And now Guruvani and company.
I'm grateful we feel to have the devotee like Bhakti Maharaj in our community. still around if it wasn't for Bhakti Maharaj, which is such a beautiful testament to Bhakti Maharaj's character, and a very sobering thought for that there are many devotees who, because we haven't been able to be kind enough to each other, we've been maybe stuck on some philosophical issue or some kind of dogmatic point that we forget that we're, you know the joke that Ravindra Swarup Prabhu says, one day we may become pure devotees, and then one day after that we might become nice people. Of course, that's not the way it works. Prabhupada would say that you will know my disciples because they are perfect ladies and gentlemen. Right? Perfect ladies and gentlemen means kindness, chivalry, respect, camaraderie. So, in the mood of trying to appreciate this great culture, let's start with a few verses of invocation, and then we'll sing a little bit of Shikshastikam, beautiful poetry. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave. What does this verse mean?
To my respectful essences, but to my spiritual master, was open to my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge, ability to paralyze and obstruct my vision as I was traveling with the darkness of ignorance. And therefore, I offer my respectful essences to the spiritual master.
And for those of us lucky enough to be in this beautiful community, international society, by choice, we choose to be here. I was once with Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj, and he said, I'm here because I have found that in the whole world I haven't found anything better than Krishna consciousness. But if tomorrow morning I find something better, of course he was joking, he had given his whole life. But the point was, we're not just blindly like going through a rigmarole, right? We're every day recommitting ourselves. So who is that torchbearer? Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pratayane Nirvishesha Sunyavani This is a living tradition. We've done our voices together. These are the same instruments that we would have heard 500 years ago as Lord Chaitanya danced to the streets, towns, and villages. Let's allow our ears to carry us away to another time. One legend says that Lord Chaitanya actually crafted this drum with his own hands. He invented this particular style of instrument. It's very resonant, it's very light, so you can dance with it and walk with it and travel with it and you don't feel burdened. Advaita Gadadhara Shiva together. Oh, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda